Studio just now. It's Bebe. Cool. Everybody make some noise. I'm so excited to have you here. Hi.
Thank you. Hi.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to meet you.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah? How's Kenya been like so far?
Funky so far. I'm now happy. Like I feel everything getting back straight in my head. Yeah, after a very long time.
Right. I mean, I want to talk about like obviously your music, your album, but like from the moment I met you, I knew instantly I wanted to ask you this question, yeah,
Okay.
because your name is obviously Bebe Cool, yeah. How'd you come up with that name? Because you know Bebe in some states, it means something different. Yeah.
That's true.
You went with Bebe Cool, so am I allowed to call you Bebe?
Yes.
Really?
Of course.
All right.
So it was. I went to school. I was in school, but I was performing when I was so young. So I used to go to different schools to perform, and I went to Big Stars.
Right.
And among this all the big stars. And bring back that baby is cool. So I didn't have a name.
You did it.
So I started with that. I said baby cool. It started as baby cool because I was a baby. Right? And then later as I grew up, I had to change that into Bebe because babies were turning it into too much baby.
Oh, yeah. But we're still, I mean, it's still like not that big of a difference.
At least it has some strength in a bed.
Yeah, I love that as well, actually. Yeah. Right now, I really want to just talk about your music because, I mean, first of all, you've got this new album called, Break the Chains that we're about to talk about just now. And I want to know, I love to know how long it took artists to like create a full album because it's like really long, so many songs. Because your last album was actually in 2018.
Yes.
So like, did you start like creating this album in 2018? Like, give me the picture.
It was this specific album. Just we started creating it in 2 years back. And it was just me getting back. The COVID thing messed up a bit. That's just before COVID. That's when we were supposed to have started. Then it was Joshua. It's all about interchanging generation, a new generation, a mix with old generation. I bring him into my generation. He takes me down to the Gen Z generation. About Yemi Alade's experience, a very welcoming artist, Nigerian, a female. So I needed a male and a female, at least for the start. And of course, DJ Edu is, this is originally the most important DJ that we have in East Africa at the moment, in the UK, because Afrobeats are now born in the UK. And he was there when we were cooking. So he knows he has a social capital that all artists in East Africa and Africa use. Actually, more artists from Nigeria are using Edu. DJ Edu more than us East Africans.
Really?
Yeah, and he's always open. He's saying, baby guys, he calls artists, he tries to tell them he's on BBC Extra, and he can plug anything.
Right.
So I needed him on that album. So, but it was important for me to be Bebe on the first album.
Yes.
And then later on, I look forward to getting collaborations from globally anywhere, depending on who and why.
Right. Yes. So I also want to know, like, from this album, obviously you collaborated with those people. Were there any surprise artists that you wanted, but you like couldn't get them to be on the album on just on time?
Yes, of course. I mean, that's true. I mean, Davido is one of them, and I definitely wanted. I won't say this, but I won't say names, but there's some big names that I really wanted on that album. But I also knew that I need to make a step that can make sense to them.
Okay.
The world is about streams today, and every artist wants to work with an artist who gives them something back.
Yeah.
And streaming is a culture that we are now getting to adopt as East Africa. So I say, let me get on the journey first. Get myself a good amount of streams that can attract. Because today to get collaborations, it's no longer about how good you are. It's about how many streams you have.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So you can imagine any small artist from the ground here if they get 50 million streams or 100 million streams, they are viewed by any global artist.
Yeah.
And if they reach out, the first thing those global artists will look at is other streams.
Okay.
So at least it was fair enough for me to understand that, get your streams, get ready. And then, I think then those guys will also know that when they come in for a collab, they're picking the audience.
All right, let's talk about your album a little bit more. Like the 16 tracks.
Yes.
Which track is your favorite, and which one do you feel like connects to you more personally?
Well, I haven't pointed the finger at the best track for me.
Don't lie, come on
surely, because when I was recording, every other song became better than the previous that I was doing.
No, I get it.
And remember, I've listened to them for over 1 year. But I've got songs that have hit me.
Okay.
A song like Home, which speaks to everybody out there. Home is a person. Everybody needs somebody to call, indulge in. You know, somebody they feel that they can believe in them. Somebody they feel can keep their secret. So you have that person you call every time you're in a very tight position or happy. So that's Home. And then there's Hidden Agendas. Hidden Agendas is a song that speaks about agendas that are hidden by people surrounding you. And everybody has people around them. And we, of course, most of the time get surprised by those agendas at the later stage when things happen.
How about Check featuring Joshua Baraka?
Definitely Joshua Baraka's Check with me is a mainstream business song. It's the shortest on the album. It's on point. And that one is, I would say, it was intentional for the changes.
Was it?
Yes, it was intentional. Definitely it is. Boom. There are songs on that album will work in one day, and then there are songs on that album that are meant to grow on the people.
Oh my goodness, I love it so much. Bebe Cool is in the studio right here at Sound City, Kenya. And if you've got any questions for him, the number is forever 0725 885 885. Right now we're about to jam to this same song. It's Check featuring Joshua Baraka and Bebe Cool on Sound City Radio. See how we're jamming to the songs in the studio right now. Sound Citizen, are you tuned in? 0725 885 885 is our WhatsApp number. We've got Bebe Cool in studio with us. Say hey.
Hi.
You know, you've always had a strong fan base in Kenya.
Yes.
What's your relationship with Kenyan audience like?
Second home.
Really?
This is my second home. I mean, this is where my real professional career started. I lived in South B. I stayed here for 4 or 5 years. Moved around all Kenya doing Miss Kenya events. So I got in touch with the ground. And this is where, if anybody would say you need to water the tree, this is where I water my career from.
All right. Let's talk about your album again. Break the Chains. How is this album in comparison to your previous projects different?
I'm lucky that every other time I do a project, it's better than the previous.
Okay.
And this one is way too, obviously better because of the time span that I took between the last one and this one. And of course, it's coming in at a time when there's this disruptive innovations in social media, then there's much more reach for the album. The possibility of it, to go farther, or the farthest or global, is more 60-70%.
Bebe Cool, obviously you are an icon, and I like speaking to icons and asking them like what they would tell their younger selves, like at the moment that they are in life, because obviously there's like another icon who's your age when you started. Like what would you say to them now?
Definitely one, if it's about artists, my younger self, do exactly what I did, work hard, go out there, go for challenges when you're still younger and stronger and able to do it. Cross countries, go make friends, make collabos, don't fear, approach people, stay God believing, no drugs. Today's world is as simple as if I could apply, if anybody applied what I applied at that time, they would be a star in less than a year.
Okay. You know what, Bebe? I really like listening to that. And obviously, the time is running out real quick, and I just want to take more from this album. What do you want your fans who are listening to this album, either for the first time or maybe they're listening to it for the second time, what do you want them to take away after listening to Break the Chains?
First of all, I want people to listen to this album. I want my fans to listen to this album. I want the Kenyan people, East African people to listen to this album. But I want them to learn how to stream the music. East Africa, we need our people to stream our music. When you look at Spotify, you find that the top 100 songs in Uganda are being led by 97 Nigeria. In Kenya, you find that about 90 are top Nigeria. Nigeria.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's not them that do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's our people
Mm-hmm.
not streaming our music.
Mm-hmm.
So I want Kenyan people to stream Kenyan music
Mm-hmm.
for the good of the Kenyan artists,
Mm-hmm.
for the good of the East African people. I want my Kenyan fans
Mm-hmm.
to stream Break the Chains,
Mm-hmm.
because then I will only break this chain if the Kenyan fans, the Ugandan fans, the Tanzanian fans, Randis stream this song. So it's all about uplifting our industry, our artists in here in East Africa, by streaming the music.
You heard him live and direct from Sounds of the Kenya Studios. Bebe Cool, it's been so good to have you here
Thank
in
you so
Kenya,
much.
in studio at Sound City. I mean, the album is amazing. We're about to listen to one of an iconic song. This is Yemi Alade and Bebe Cool on a jam together. It's called African Love. I love it so much, and so should you, Sound Citizen, because it's getting played just here on Sound City Radio. Turn it up real loud to Patani Kisha, same time, same place. Is it 6 a.m. in the morning till 10 a.m. in the morning with me, Jorah Reddy, and my co-host Ray Kirab right now. It's Bebe Cool on your playlist.